on camera. Florida cops. Confront woman, over $92, Walmart. Theft. Hi, everyone. What starts as a routine grocery run quickly spirals into a full-blown confrontation. Caught on camera inside a Florida Walmart. A woman with a child, a self-checkout station, and a few unscanned items. Sounds minor, right? But within minutes, deputies are circling. Surveillance footage is under review, and one shopper is begging not to be arrested. She claims it was all a mistake. A spilled carton of milk, a faulty scanner, a helpful son who placed items in the cart. She insists she'll pay. Right there, right then. But the cameras don't lie. And when the past comes back to light, this misunderstanding becomes something far more serious. Today, we break down a case that went from checkout to handcuffs and reveal why authorities had no choice but to act. Let's get into it. Dear viewers, on a hot August afternoon in Lake County, Florida, 27-year-old Kiaria Harper stepped into a Walmart with her young son. She was on vacation, visiting from Ohio, and what should have been an ordinary stop for groceries turned into a moment she wouldn't forget. And neither would law enforcement. It all started at the self-checkout line. Surveillance cameras captured Kiaria scanning a handful of items: eggs, shrimp, household goods. But she also skipped several others: a pack of meat, a first aid kit, a few fans. Small things, maybe, but they added up close to $100 in merchandise that never made it to the receipt. And in Walmart's eyes, that crossed a legal line. When deputies approached her, Kiaria didn't run. She pleaded. She explained. The scanner was acting up. Her son had thrown things into the cart to help. There was spilled milk, literally, and it distracted her. She didn't mean to skip anything, she insisted, and if she had, she'd pay for it right then. But the deputies weren't just relying on her word. They had video evidence, and what they saw contradicted her claims. As the officers tried to remain calm and professional, Kiaria became increasingly desperate. She argued that she had scanned most of the items, that the fans were her son's doing, that the first aid kit wasn't even supposed to be in the cart. "I can show you the scar," she said, referencing an injury as justification. She repeated over and over, "I'm not trying to do anything wrong. I can pay for it. Please don't arrest me." But the deputies weren't just dealing with a possible mistake. When they asked for her identification, she admitted she didn't have it with her. She said she was from Columbus, Ohio, and was staying nearby at a resort. As they ran her name, more came to light. Kiaria had a suspended license out of Ohio and, more importantly, a previous arrest on record, related to a 2016 incident at a shopping mall. She tried to explain it away, saying it wasn't her fault. Her cousin, she claimed, had stuffed her purse full of items without Kiaria knowing. Still, it was her name on the record. And now, it was her name being recorded in Lake County, Florida, too. As the deputies reviewed the store's surveillance footage again, they saw the truth. Kiaria had scanned some items, yes, but she had also deliberately skipped others. They noted moments where she placed bags over unpaid goods, shielding them from view. She even admitted, reluctantly, that she might have skipped the meat, but she maintained that she didn't do it on purpose. Throughout the interaction, Kiaria cycled between frustration, denial, and panic. She told officers she was supposed to be back in Ohio in 5 days, and that she couldn't afford to be arrested. She asked if she could simply pay for the missing items. She begged to be issued a court summons instead of being taken in. The deputies wanted to work with her, but their department's policy didn't allow for a notice to appear, NTA, for out-of-state residents. Even if they wanted to give her a break, they couldn't. And Walmart, for its part, was firm. They wanted to press charges. The store's representative reportedly told officers that they did not want to accept payment after the fact. They wanted prosecution. At that point, there was no turning back. Kiaria's voice cracked as she tried one last time to reason with the officers. "I have my baby," she said. "He's 7. Please, I'm with my son. I'll never come back here again." But the deputies had heard it all before. They calmly explained that it was out of their hands. Walmart had chosen to prosecute, and the total value of unpaid items, roughly $92, was enough to justify a petty theft charge, even. While being placed under arrest, Chiaria remained in disbelief. She tried to call family members, including her sister, and pleaded with the officers one last time to let her go. But the cuffs were on. She was escorted to the patrol car, crying, repeating that she had never meant to steal. "It was just a mistake," she said. "I would have paid for it. I was scanning fast because we had to be somewhere." The officers reminded her that intent doesn't erase action. Once you pass all points of sale with unpaid items, that's theft. Whether it was on purpose or not doesn't always matter in court, especially when the evidence shows a pattern. According to the arrest report, Chiaria was officially charged with petty theft. The report cited the value of the merchandise, the video footage, and her prior criminal record. Walmart had been clear. They would not overlook the incident. The store's policy, like many major retailers, is to prosecute all suspected thefts over a certain dollar amount, even if the suspect offers to pay afterward. In the patrol car, Chiaria could still be heard sobbing. "I can't believe this is happening," she said. "I just wanted to get back to the hotel with my son. I didn't mean to do anything wrong." One of the deputies quietly reassured her that if she could post bond, she'd be out in a few hours. "Just explain it to the judge," he said. "That's all you can do now." But even that provided little comfort. The body cam footage shows her wiping tears, apologizing over and over again, mostly to her son, who wasn't seen in the video, but was clearly present during the arrest. "I'm sorry, Mommy," she whispered. At one point, as officers helped her into the back of the car. Despite her repeated claims of innocence, the case remains open. The charge, petty theft, is a misdemeanor, but in Florida, it can carry serious consequences, especially for repeat offenders. If convicted, Chiaria could face fines, community service, probation, or even jail time. For many viewers, the incident raises difficult questions. Was this a case of a struggling mom making a desperate mistake? Or someone caught red-handed trying to get away with a small-time theft? Does the presence of her son make her more sympathetic? Or more accountable? The camera footage, the deputy's professionalism, and the transparency of the process offer little room for doubt. But the emotional complexity is undeniable. Whether Chiaria acted with intent or not, the consequences were real and immediate. What began as a quick grocery stop ended with handcuffs, tears, and a night in jail. For Chiaria Harper, it wasn't just about $92 worth of unscanned items. It was about the choices made in moments of pressure and the consequences that followed. Whether it was a genuine mistake or an attempt to cut corners, the evidence didn't lie, and Walmart didn't back down. This case serves as a sobering reminder. Surveillance cameras don't miss much, and intent doesn't always outweigh impact. In a world where even small missteps can spiral fast, accountability often arrives in the back of a patrol car. Chiaria's future now rests with the court, but for her son, watching it all unfold, it's a moment neither of them will forget. Thank you for watching. If you found this case thought-provoking, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, stay safe out there.